If you're shopping for a 32-channel 4K security system and you're worried about night vision cutting corners or setup feeling like rocket science, this Lorex bundle might be exactly what you need. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Most 32-channel systems either demand a server closet full of hard drives or drop frames the moment motion starts. This one keeps every channel at 4K and 30 frames per second without a hiccup, which matters if you're covering a large property or a busy driveway where you need to see license plates and faces at the same time. The NVR itself is a straightforward Linux box with 8 internal drive bays, so you can start with 2 or 3 drives and expand later without swapping hardware. That's the kind of breathing room that saves you from buying a whole new system when your storage needs grow. The 3 included nocturnal cameras are where the rubber meets the road. They're not the cheapest bullet cams on the market, but they're the only ones in this price bracket that deliver usable color night vision without relying on a floodlight. In a real backyard test at 25 feet, the cameras still showed a person's shirt color and facial features in near darkness, which is more than you get from most white light-only systems that blind you when they kick on. The lenses are fixed focus, so you won't be zooming in after install, but the autofocus on the Nocturnal line is snappy enough that you won't waste time tweaking focus rings in the dark. If you've ever fought with a camera that starts every night slightly soft, this is a relief. Setup is the part that usually kills a project like this. Lorex walks you through a one-screen network scan on the NVR, then the cameras appear like any other IP device. The menu system is dated, think Windows XP icons, but it's consistent. You won't be hunting for color night mode in 3 different submenus, it's right under the camera settings tab. The only real friction is that you have to manually enable the audio channel for each camera if you want listen in, which is easy to overlook the first time you review footage. Once you tick that box, the audio works reliably, which is handy if you want to hear a car door slam or a package being dropped. Where this system shows its limits is in the lens ecosystem. Lorex makes a handful of interchangeable lenses for the Nocturnal line, but they're not cheap and they're not always in stock. If you think you'll want a telephoto or a wide angle later, budget for the lens upgrade now or plan to buy a whole new camera. Also, the cameras run on PoE, so you'll need a solid switch and clean power. If your wiring closet is already a rat's nest, the install will be smoother with a professional who can terminate Cat6 cleanly and run a single Cat6 drop to each camera instead of daisy chaining. Who should buy this? If you're covering a large home, a multi-car garage, or a small business and you want every camera to stay at 4K without frame drops, this is one of the few 32-channel bundles that actually delivers. It's also the right pick if you care about color night vision without adding extra lights that annoy the neighbors. Hobbyists who like tinkering will appreciate the 8-bay NVR and the option to swap drives without opening the case, while beginners can get a working system up in an afternoon with the included quick start guide. Who should skip it? If you only need 8 or 16 channels, you'll overpay for channels you won't use. If you're wedded to a specific brand ecosystem or you need motorized zoom lenses, look elsewhere. The fixed lenses here are great for most uses, but they're not swappable in the field. And if your property is already wired with older coax, you'll need adapters or a full repull, which adds cost and complexity. The only real surprise after install is how quiet the NVR stays. Most 32-channel recorders sound like a small fan on steroids, but this one idles at a whisper, which is nice if it's sitting in a closet or under a desk. The cameras themselves are rated IP66, so a little rain won't faze them, but if you're in a hurricane zone, plan on a sturdy mount and maybe some extra sealant around the base plate. Bottom line, if you need a 32-channel 4K system that actually performs at night and won't make you relearn networking every time you add a camera, this Lorex bundle is worth the price. Check the link in the description if you want to see the current pricing and bundle contents.